Hey, welcome to English Fossil with Aja.
Story, The Little Mermaid. Now we can start developing a fresh and more immersive version of the tale, with new details, deeper characters, and a magical underwater world full of adventure.
The Little Mermaid was very sad. He doesn't remember mate, she thought. She swam back to her father's palace under the sea. What did you see? Her sisters asked her, but the Little Mermaid did not answer. She often went back to the church and looked for the young prince. Now it was spring. There was no snow on the mountains and there were flowers in the woods. But she never saw the prince. Then she told her story to one of her sisters. "I'm sad because I love the princess," she said. The sister told the story to the other princesses and they told their friends. One friend knew about the prince. "He lives in a palace near the sea," she said. "Come, little sister," said the princesses. And the 6 mermaids swam to the top of the water in front of the prince's palace. It was a great white palace with beautiful rooms. "This is the home of my prince," the Little Mermaid thought. She went there every night. She looked in at the young prince through the windows, and she listened to his servants. "The prince is a good man," they said. She liked the people on the land. "I want to live here," she thought. "I want to go on a ship. I want to walk in the gardens and woods. I want to know everything about the land people," she said to her sisters. "We don't know anything about them," her sisters said. "Ask grandmother." "Do men live for a long time?" she asked her grandmother. "No, they die. Their lives are shorter than ours. We live for 300 years, then we change into sea water. We never live again. Land people have souls. Their bodies die, but their souls go to a beautiful place in the sky. Then they're very happy." "I don't want to live for 300 years, the Little Mermaid said. "I want to be a land person. I want a soul. I want my soul to go to that beautiful place in the sky." "Tell me, how can I get a soul?" "Sometimes a man loves somebody more than he loves his father and mother," her grandmother answered. "He marries her and she can stay with him. Then she gets a soul. But you can't live on the land. The people on the land are afraid of mermaids. And you can't walk without feet." The little princess looked sadly down at her body. "I'm beautiful," she thought, "as beautiful as the people on the land. But I haven't got any feet. A friend told me about an old woman. She knows about magic, so perhaps she can help me." A lot of ugly plants with long arms near the old woman's house. There were dead people in their arms, and the Little Mermaid was afraid. But she remembered the prince and swam past them. She found the old woman. "What do you want?" the old woman said. "You want to have 2 feet and live on the land? You want the prince to love you and give you a soul? I can help you, but you'll be very unhappy. Magic drink. Take it to the land, then drink it. You'll have feet, but they'll hurt. Do you understand? Do you really want to be a land person? You can never be a mermaid again." "I do want to be a land person," the mermaid answered. She wanted her prince and she wanted a soul. "Then marry your prince, or you'll die," the old woman said. "You can't go back to your sisters. You'll change into seawater. And there is one more thing. On the land, you won't speak or sing." "But how will the prince love me then?" the princess asked.
"The prince will love your beautiful face. And you can speak to him with your eyes," the old woman answered. "He'll love you. Do you want the magic drink?" "Yes," said the Little Mermaid. She swam to the prince's palace and drank the magic drink. Her legs, her arms, her head, everything started to hurt. She fell down and slept. When she opened her eyes again, the beautiful prince was there. "Who are you? Where do you come from?" the prince asked her. She looked at him with her blue eyes, but she could not speak. The prince took her into the palace. She walked beautifully and everybody looked at her. But her feet hurt and she wanted to cry. At the prince's palace, he gave her lovely clothes. She was beautiful. But she could not speak or sing. This made her sad. I want the prince to hear my beautiful songs, she thought. The little mermaid walked through the woods with her prince. She went to the mountains and to beautiful gardens with him. Her feet hurt, but she could not speak. And she could not cry. At night, she went down to the sea near the prince's palace, and put her feet in the cold water. Where are my sisters? She thought. One night, she sat with her feet in the water, and her sisters came. Everybody in our father's palace is sad, because you left us, they told her. Every night after that the 5 sisters came. One night they brought their old grandmother. One night they brought their father, the great sea king. But these 2 old people could not swim near the land, so they could not speak to the little princess. The young prince loved the little mermaid. You are very beautiful, he said.
The little mermaid was afraid. He loves me, but will he marry me? I have to marry him. I don't want to die, she thought. Do you love me? Her eyes asked the prince. Yes, I love you, said the prince. You're a good, kind child, and you love me. But I can't marry you. I was on a ship one day and the ship went down. The sea threw me onto the land near a church. A girl came out of the church and helped me. I only saw her for one day, but I want to marry her. He doesn't remember me, the little mermaid thought sadly. So the prince married his princess. The little mermaid stood near them and watched. But she saw and heard nothing. Now he can never marry me, she thought. Now I'm really going to die. That night, the prince and the princess went onto the ship. There were lights everywhere, and everybody was very happy. But the poor little mermaid was sad. I left my home. I can't speak and sing. My legs hurt, and the prince will never be my husband, she thought. I have to die now, so this is my last night. When everybody was asleep, her sisters came out of the sea. We went to the old woman, they told her. Kill the prince before tomorrow morning, then you won't die. You'll lose your feet and you'll be a mermaid again. But be quick. We're waiting for you. They swam away.
The little mermaid went into the prince's room. He was asleep. No. She thought. I love him. I can't kill him. She left him die, she thought. Then she jumped into the sea. She saw the ship and the sky above her. Then she heard a sound. There were people in the sky. She looked at her body. She was not a mermaid. Her body was the same as the people in the sky. She flew up and up into the sky. Who are you? She asked people. We're the children of the sky was the answer. We aren't land people or sea people. We help other people. We bring rain and flowers to dry lands. We make sad people happy. We do good things for 300 years. And then we go to a great and beautiful country in the sky. You, Little Mermaid, are also a good person. You helped the prince. Now you can make other people happy. Now you are a sky person.
The little mermaid looked down at the ship. She saw the prince with his pretty young wife. They looked sadly down at the sea. Where was she? Was she in the sea? She went down near to the prince, but he could not see her. I'll do good things for 300 years, she thought. Then I can stay in that beautiful place up in the sky, and I will always be happy. Sometimes it isn't 300 years, said a sky sister. We go into children's houses. Nobody can see us. But we're there. Sometimes we find a bad child. And then we stay here for another year. But one day we'll live in that beautiful place in the sky. The end. Hope you have enjoyed the reading.